when everyone comes together to work for a great cause, there is no limit.
Yes, that's right.
Team Limitless.
Yes.
Team Limitless.
Team Limitless. That is our name.
Hey everyone, welcome back for another edition of Ramiro and Raisa. Today we have a special guest, Sarah Eby.
Yay! Thank you.
Yeah, she's also a fellow realtor here at Sutton Group Old Mill Realty. And we're not going to be talking about real estate today. We've got a special kind of PSA, public service announcement here, fundraiser that we're working on for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society of Canada. Sarah, take it away.
Oh, thank you, Ramiro. Thank you, Raisa. I appreciate being here. This year I'm doing a fundraiser for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society of Canada. I was one of 8 people in the GTA nominated to participate in a 10-week contest. We have a big goal. We're raising $350,000.
Crazy.
That's a big goal.
In 10 weeks. But it is totally possible. Last year's winner raised $340,000. So that, to my mind, is proof that it can be done. We've got a killer team put together. Our name is Team Limitless, as you know. And I really believe in the power of collaboration. So we have 13 team members. We're continuing to grow. And I truly believe that with all of us together, our goal of $350,000 is easy.
And Sarah, what's your personal connection?
My personal connection, a friend of mine sits on the board for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society of Canada, and his dad and cousin were both impacted by leukemia. So he approached me and asked me to participate. And I know this sounds terrible. At first, I wanted to say no because I had all of these feelings of fear come up that, like, am I going to be able to do it? Do I have the time to do it? And then I realized, you know what? Everybody is impacted by cancer in one way or another, it seems.
And especially with these are blood cancers, right? Leukemia and lymphoma.
Yes, exactly. And the research done for blood cancers goes on to inform treatments for other cancers. And because we all seem to be impacted by cancer, I felt like this was the right thing to do. I wanted to set a good example for my kids. I wanted to give back, and I wanted to do something that created positive impact.
And how is this different than the traditional sort of fundraisers where people do a walk or they, ask for donations? Like, how is this one different?
It's different because, I guess, in the sense that it's a contest. So we have 8 people in the GTA competing against each other to see who can raise the most. It's also national in scope. So there's a regional winner and a national winner. It's only for the course of 10 weeks. And it's a one-time thing for each candidate who's participating. So this will only be the one time that I'm participating in the contest. I won't ever do it again. So I think that's what makes it different. Whereas some other fundraisers, they happen year over year. This is just a one and done.
Yeah. And are the events that people are doing, are those all unique to how they're going to be raising money?
Yes, absolutely. So not everybody on the team is doing the same thing. In fact, everybody's doing something different. So some team members are going to do an event where it's a pop-up shopping extravaganza. We have a gym involved, and they're going to do a special boot camp. Cool. We have other people doing letter campaigns, reaching out to their networks and asking for support in a multitude of ways. So people can support with donation, they can support with in-kind items, or they can be on the team.
Yeah, and so that's speaking about being on the team. So Sarah then approached me and asked if I would kind of head up our office and kind of rally the troops and get everyone involved here at the office. And so we did a presentation at our last meeting. And so my connection as well, when Sarah asked me about this, I immediately said yes, which normally I would have immediately said no. I would have gladly donated, here's some money, and I'm out. But I'm currently, how should I say this? I currently have a really good friend, a really, really good friend of mine who's battling leukemia right now. Has been for the last 2 years. He's definitely on the tail end of it. There was some touch and go along the way. I won't use his last name, but it's my friend Angelo. And Yeah, so he went through remission, and then it kind of came back, and he's done the stem cell transplant. He was lucky to have a family member that he could do that with. So he's definitely, I want to say, on the tail end, and I look forward to hanging out with him again. But I also lost an aunt years ago to blood cancers, which I didn't even know what it was back then. One of my aunts, kind of my favorite aunt, if I can say that. Yeah, I have a lot of them, but she was my favorite aunt. And yeah, I have a friend whose dad just passed away last year. So when you mentioned it to me, it just seemed like the universe was trying to tell me something, that I had to do this. So yeah. So as I said, my goal was to get everybody in the office to donate a little portion of their transactions, but it's all volunteer. Of course, we can't force anybody to do it, but I'm hoping for a good response.
And then Ramiro reached out to me and said, hey, can we talk about it in one of our videos? And I was like, well, actually, I think I want to join the team because
Yes.
I also have a connection. So it's funny how, like you said, the universe works and how things come together. So for me, the connection, and I have her permission to share it, is actually my mom. So my mom was a realtor as well here with Sutton Group Old Mill, and she just retired in January after 47 years. And in 2009, yeah, long time. In 2009, she actually got diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which was pretty devastating for us and our family. We hadn't had anyone very close that got diagnosed. And with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, 80% of the people live for the first 5 years. In the second 5 years, only 20% who have it live. My mom's had it now for over 14 years, where she's in year 15. So we are extraordinarily lucky. And with her, it's staying in her lymph nodes. It's not traveling through her blood. So she gets her regular checkups. But for us, this cause was actually near and dear because I was actually on the phone with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. They have a 1-800 number where anyone can call. And so as a family member, when you're going through this, you don't know, like, you want to ask the question, like, are you going to live? Are you going to die? Like, what's going to happen? Is your hair going to fall out? Like, all these things that you see from TV, like, is she going to cry all the time? Is she going to be depressed? Are we going to be depressed? Like, what do you do? So with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, they were so helpful because I was on the phone with them periodically for like at least 6 months saying, okay, these are my questions. These are my fears. And they would take me through everything and answer everything and get us help that we needed. And there was no cost to that. It was amazing. And it was people that had either been through it, had family members. It was medical professionals. It was psychologists. It was such a wide group of people. And I don't think we could have gone through that. So we joined the team. Mom and I, Sandy Bodner, for those of you that know her, we set a goal of $10,000, which I just about fell off my chair when she suggested that. Sarah was on the call with us when that happened. And so what we're going to do is we're actually going to share my mom's story. So we're starting in April. We're actually going to get on video on social media, and we're going to start talking about from day one, kind of when she found out, how did she react, what happened, and then we're going to take everyone through her story. Her message of positive thinking, I think, has kept it at bay. I mean, I know you can't win everything over with positive thinking with illness, but somehow that has contributed so tremendously to her, I think, because of her outlook and not falling into severe depression and negativity. I'm going to die. My life is over. So I just want to share that story with everyone. And along the way, we'll ask people if they're comfortable to share donations for it. We've already collected our first $250 donation. So we're very happy about that. We registered today. So, and I'll be sharing that out as well, because I think, Sarah, we want to support you in your $350,000 goal, which is huge. So I'm hoping we hit our 10,000 mark and kind of keep going from that.
Amazing.
So, but we're really excited.
I'm excited to have you. Thank you.
Ramiro, what's your goal?
So my goal was 5,000 initially.
Awesome.
But then I see everyone's doing 5,024, and I think the 24, is that because it's the year 24?
No, I think when you make a donation, there's like a $2 fee, and you can choose to include that in your donation.
Oh, I see. Okay, so that's at the 24.
Yeah,
okay,
that's
so let's say 5,024.
Perfect.
Just to keep it consistent, yeah. And you had mentioned early days when I first brought this to you about doing a walk, and I know there's all kinds of different options on how to raise money. I've been focusing on like the network, sending out the links to my network through like a letter campaign, through email, through LinkedIn. And it's been somewhat successful. I'm trying to get more people to join the team. Philip Vermont from our office, he's joined the team. He's not here with us
Hey,
today.
Philip, congrats! Thanks for joining.
Yeah, he joined the team as well.
I saw his social media videos. They're great.
Yes.
Yeah, he's been on fire too.
Yeah.
Like he signed up, and I think that day he got 5 donations.
Wow,
which is amazing. So yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah, like I said, he was here at the meeting, and right away he says, like, I want to be a part of this. And so I think it's great. I think shooting for the moon at 350,000 is a great goal. When everyone comes together to work for a great cause, there is no limit.
Yes, that's right.
Team Limitless.
Yes,
Team Limitless.
Team Limitless. That is our name. And I think the beautiful part about it is like the ripple effect. Like you guys, your example of how I told Ramiro, and then Ramiro told Raisa, and then Philip from our office. Like that's the beautiful part about it is once people hear about it, they want to participate, they want to give back, and they want to create positive impact. And I feel like if we had a little bit more of that in this world, it would be a much better place.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
The more good we can put in it, the better.
100%.
So we're delighted to be supporting the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society through Team Limitless with our fearless leader of Sarah Evie.
Yes.
So we'll have our links when we post this on social media. We'll have the links of where you can donate. We'll encourage you to share those links out with everyone and to support our team.
Yes. And if you want to be on the team, we'd love to have you.
Correct. And there is a fun finale on May the 30th. Tickets are $50, and those funds also go towards the overall regional goal, which I think is 500,000 for the whole region.
Yep.
So come out and celebrate at the end of the event too.
Yeah, we'd love that.